Hello, hello. Welcome back to another video. I think I finally kind of figured out how to place the mat and the camera. I think because the way I record is I have a phone and a tripod, right? So this is a tripod. It's my phone mounted on a tripod. Anyways, today I want to talk about my bright lights pre-release and how that went. And let's get right into it. I didn't play Dash, but it's the foil I got. I think I actually have multiple foils in here. Um, whatever. I got the foil Dash. I also got the foil Teklo. Cool. I played Max. And these are unsorted, so it might take me a while to get everything out. Max, I play Banksy in every game. You can use the leveler. I think it's the leveler. I didn't. I use space chests in every game. I'll just say this now. I didn't get a Evo chest piece, so this was just always iron route, always on. I use this in every game. I use this in every game. I use this in every game. I didn't get any other bases. So I mean, these are literally just better proto, right? There's a little bit of a glare. I'm sorry about that. Hyperdriver. Here are the cards I didn't use, so we'll go over those in a bit. I will say I did use heavy artillery. I did use force field, and I did use hydraulic press for a bit, but I changed out of them. And I pulled Slay. Wow, great card. They should never print this. Yeah, let's just put Max here, put Banksy here, put these off to the side. Just go through the deck. I'm gonna sort the piles into boost. Probably boost, buffs, and then like hyperdrivers. So I don't know how I want to sort this. We'll definitely just do boosts on one side. These kind of items, I'll count this as an item. It's kind of weird. And then I'll go through it. I guess Evo's should be its own pile as well. So let me just sort this like this real fast. Oh, I did get one of these. I didn't think I did. This is, I'd say, boost. This is its own thing. I'll put it here. I guess my little like weird ones. Items, I think I'm putting here as well. So I'll just explain. Overall, I went 2-2. I won my first two, lost the second two. I feel like I learned a lot in the well, I didn't learn anything game 4. I'll get to that though. I feel like I learned a decent bit game 3, but also I think in game 3 I drew really poorly comparatively to how I would like the average of it. So let's just start with the pumps, the buffs, if you will. I had 3 gas ups, 1 red, 2 yellow. These are just nice 1-for-3s. Ideally you want the red ones because they're 1-for-4. Let me put a hyperdrive from your banish into the arena. I mean, I only have 1 hyperdriver that you'll see. And it's like, it has to be banished, and it's, so if you can scrap it and then do it, it's cool, but like most of the time, in my experience, that's a lot of setup and that's not gonna work. And then I just have a quick fire. I never played this for free. I always played it for 1 though. So those are the pumps. It helps you get over some like breakpoints. For Evos, I only had 3. And in general, so I have the, hey Starlight, hey Starlight, pretty girl. So I had the zipline, which go again, never used this. The whiz bang +1 won me my first 2 games, so I won. Command center, which I basically just use as like a block 3, and then so I could block 6. Literally just I use the blade break on it. And let's look at my other Evos. I had charging rods. So these were a 0 cost action, which is kind of nice. Create a quicken token, that's fine. These were arms, and I just felt like the whiz bangs were better. Obviously I could play this before I got to the whiz bang, that'd be great. Never happened. And then that's all the Evos. I only had 5 Evos, and 2 of them were competing in the same spot. Or yeah, so like look at it like that. It's like, well, I don't really want to try and do Teklo off that. For items, I don't think I got like decent items. As if you notice, I got 0 boom grenades, which is pretty bad. This is not a good item. This is, I don't think, a good item, but like, if you're going dash, I think you definitely use it. So, but those are the evos I used. And like, if you saw the evo things, I talked to my one friend who played this, and he thinks he only really needed 2 evos. Just being able to swing with the weapon for 2 is good enough. Like, that's it, really. You just want to swing with it. Is the second one go again, or is it the third one? I don't know. Either way, just being like, having a weapon is better than not having a weapon. Because if we read Banksy, once per turn action, 1 resource, activate this ability only if you cranked, right? Only if you crank. The lever you can just use. So those are the evos and the pumps. These are just kind of my random pile. I have 1 hyperdriver, items and other mixes that don't really fit in there. 1 overload script, really good, but I had an unfortunate game where I drew this and this on the same turn after taking the momentum. Like, I stripped their whole hands, and then I drew both of these, no arsenal and nothing else, and I kind of lost momentum and lost the game after that, so that was really rough. And if you notice, I only have 3 items, so trying 2 at once is highly unlikely, but it happens. And so yeah, this is like a mini channel arc, really good. This helps you push a little bit of damage, which I really like. This is literally because I needed another blue. Like, I just did not get a lot of blues. I had 10, that not including these ones, and if you notice, these ones were, like, I'm not gonna run, you know, a Hadron? I'm not gonna run a Hadron Collider in blue, I'm just not. And like, I don't wanna run this in blue, but I did. Once again, this is just another blue. I needed more blues, it's a blue. It has to work. Junkyard Dog, I can semi-use. For that, I was mainly just banking on blocking with this, and then swinging with it. Just a 3 for 7, banishing the base chest. Infuse Alloy, I think, okay, it's a 0 for 4. And Max is gonna have, what's it called? He's gonna have a hyperdriver, so I can pop the hyperdriver. Pretty fun. This is just standard stuff. I'm gonna separate all of these into, I'm gonna stack these up. These are just kind of whatever, evos and the pumps or whatever. And I'll separate these into red, yellow, and blue real fast. And you'll notice some stuff. At least I noticed some stuff. Just looking through the cards, you might notice I didn't get a single one of the 3 for 7s with Galvanize. I think that card's really good. I didn't open a single one. I didn't open a single grenade. I think that card's really good. Especially if you can crank it and you have a big turn, right? And I just didn't open these. It's just brutal. So let's count the yellows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 yellows. And that's all boosts, I think. So this isn't a boost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 red boosts, and then 1 of whatever, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blues. I would have preferred 9 reds, let me tell you that. I feel like my reds weren't that strong comparatively, right? What's nice is if you have a hyperdriver and you have a 2-card hand, you can outpace, pitch this. You'll get go again after you boost. You'll get the resource back, and then you can max Banksy, which is kind of nice. But it's just, it feels kind of bad when Tekla just like blocks, and then because that's how I lost the game 3. I drew the 2 items, and then like I lost the momentum, and then he just keeps the hand, and just like, okay, leveler. You know, I'm not gonna really boost. I'm just gonna go at you. Jumpstart, I only got 1. It would have been nice to get 2, even if it was in the blue, because it's just a 1 for 5. This has no on hits, but it's a 1 for 4. It's like, this has literally no on hits. So this is a 0 for 3. So this, like, if you don't have a hyperdriver but you have a blue, and this, you can do it without the resource, which is cool. Spring of Lake was interesting. Didn't have much use. I like when I drew it, they didn't really have steam counters, and that's just like when you draw it matters, and it didn't matter to me. Full tilt, and then I just had these 2 for 5s. I got this off a couple times, and when I did, it was like huge turns, like 13. Whatever. Anyways, why I say game four didn't matter is because what happens is I'm going first, which I think is awful in the format. I feel you always want to go second. And I drew like two yellows, like a bunch of yellows. I think it was three yellows and a red. So I 2 for 5 boost, right? Like boost. And I'm like, I want to just save a card for Arsenal, but I really want to max as well because I'm against a dash and they have items. I'm just like, whatever. I'm just going to make the Hyperdriver no crank. And this guy just plays a Hyperdriver red off the top. Next turn, pitches a blue 2 for 5, so he's at 2 resources because he got one. Plays another 2 for 5, 0 resources. He plays a item off the top. It's this red one with another blue, I think, or a yellow or something. And he cranks it, activates it because he put a 0 to 3 boost in his graveyard already. So that's 17 damage because it's 5/5, the 3 0 for 3, and then 2 shots with the pistol because he gets an action point from cranking. And it was all like, okay, well, like, what am I supposed to do? I cannot play against that. It's just, I lose, right? Which was brutal. That felt really, really bad. And that was my experience with the format. Overall, I think, like I heard my friend over talking, he doesn't enjoy that it feels like you can just block and be successful. He thinks that was a problem in outside state where you just want to fatigue, and that's just not a fun experience in my opinion. I agree with that in general. I think max is kind of the easiest, like at a base level, but like I didn't get, if I had like more 3 for 7s that actually push breakpoints, or if I had these in red or something, I think it's way easier. But like all it took for me was just one bad hand, and then game four, like I said, I don't think, I'm not counting it as a game. That was just like extremely high rolly, and it's like, okay, not much I can do. But yeah, Tekla seems like the easiest to just go and be like, okay, I'm just gonna fatigue. Like I'm literally just gonna fatigue you. I just need like baseline a couple evos to actually build my thing, have a nice scrap base, even if I block with them early, I can get them back. And it's like, well, is that fun? No. I mean, like, I don't know. I don't think it is, but it is what it is. I think draft in this format though will be really good. Limited, I'm not that excited about, but draft I think is going to be really good. Is my personal thoughts on the matter. We'll have to see. Anyways, the video is already 12 minutes and 30 seconds because I just talk and talk and talk. Talking pretty simple. As always, thank you guys for watching, if any of you watched. I hope everyone's doing well. Kind of like at a weird point in my life. Well, not life, I would say just like year, where I'm just pondering things a lot. Which is fine. I just feel like I don't know what to do. But I'll figure it out. And if I don't, then I'll just keep going. Sometimes all you have to do is just push forward. Thanks, guys. See you later.